archetype is, who your name is, and so on and so on. So introduce yourself, and then we get started. And please, we can perhaps do this way, that unless you want to talk or say something, please turn your mic off so the connection goes smoothly and it goes better, if it's okay for you. So, who's gonna start introducing himself or herself?
Hi, I'm player Jason Nilsson, but my character is going to be Brian Miller. I am I'm young. I'm just a new hex slinger trying to figure out my new powers and how they affect me and how they work, and so still very curious, want to learn, but still pretty new to it all.
Nice, thank you, Jason. And I have to ask you just one thing. I am not a native English speaker, so please, if you can speak the slowly and perfect, I will understand better. So your name, Jason, is Brian. Did I understand
Correct.
it very well? Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. And you are a hex slinger.
Yes.
Did I get? Okay, perfect. So next, Armando, you are the man.
Yep. Hello, everyone.
Tell us about your character.
My character is Pete. He is a his archetype is Muckraker.
Yes.
And he's always looking for a good story or scoop, but he's not afraid to take care of himself when the situation calls for it.
Perfect. So, Brooke, you're on.
Yes. My character's name is Stella.
Stella, I
Metal
like
Maid.
it.
And she kind of has a house in the edge of town that has strange noises coming out of it sometimes.
Perfect. And what's your archetype?
The Metal Mage.
Okay.
The reason for those noises?
I like the name Metal Mage because it sounds like metal music. I love it. So sorry to interrupt you, guys. Go on.
It's different projects that I'm working on the side, kind of in addition to whatever commissions I get from town.
Interesting.
Nice.
Maybe it's
nice.
maybe it's on the surface like a blacksmith shop, but there's a lot of things happening in the picture, like Doc Brown from Back to the Future 3, maybe.
Nice. And so, Gregory, you're the last one. So, tell us again about Wiggle and your character.
Well, my name is Wally Wallington. I'm about 19 years old, and I got this hamster named Wiggle, see, and I took him from Australia, where I found him, and he explained that he was cursed by some Native Americans, and he would need to be uncursed by other Native Americans. So we're just trying to resolve this. I didn't go to high school. I went to like a vocational high school with my uncle, and we were working on this fishing boat, see, and we was just learning about life because everybody said, Wally, your brain's too thick. Wally, the hamster's not talking to you. Wally, you're too stupid to pass the 6th grade. But I showed him right. My uncle, he taught me the saying, which was carpe diem, which means seize the cop, because you just gotta really work hard and carpe diem and seize that cop on the fishing boat.
Awesome. So you have a pet named Wiggle who's cursed, but I didn't get your name. What's your name, please?
My real name is Mitchell.
Mitchell, okay. And your archetype is the warrior?
Yeah, the warrior. I'm going to be a big goon, and I'm just going to latch on to anybody that seems to know magic that, will one day help me break this curse.
Well, thank you very much, guys. So, as you might know, you are a posse. So that means that you know already each other, and you probably have a leader. Who would you elect among your as your leader? Choose a leader.
Well, I vote for Wiggles.
Okay, so you vote for Wiggles. What do you say? Who's gonna be your leader?
It'd probably be Pete. He's probably the most veteran, right?
Makes sense.
Sure, I can give it a try. I'll be the leader.
Okay,
Are
so
you
Pete.
charismatic?
I
You're
got
the
some
leader.
persuasion and stuff. Yeah.
Perfect. And just a little reminder: did every one of you already play Deadlands or Savage Worlds? Do you need some advice, some recap, or something like that?
I would like to know how we're going to resolve roles, if there's going to be any kind of like a map interface or anything like that.
Yeah, if there is a map, I will show it to you on the chat and files directory. But it's not compulsory. Maps are just for flavor and for give you some advice and some info about your surroundings if you need them, of course. But it's not strictly compulsory knowing where you are, how many squares you are one from one another, and so on. So don't worry about it. And so, did every one of you already play Savage World or role-play games or Deadlands?
It's been a while since I played Savage World, so I might blank on what I'm supposed to do, but I'll try to keep up.
Okay, don't worry. You don't need to know everything. I just want to know if you are a first timer playing RPGs or if you already played them, and if you already played Deadlands or Savage World. So you are all acquainted with Savage World, am I right?
Acquainted is probably the best way to put it for me.
Yes. That's what we need. We don't need to know anything more. The only thing I ask you to remember is that you now have, each one of you has 3 bennies. You know how to use bennies? You use them to roll again or to influence the story or for a lot of things. If you want to use a benny, just tell me that and spend it. So I'm a trustworthy guy. So I'm not checking all the bennies of all of you. So please be honest and tell me if you run out of them. Just then. Remember that I have my bennies too, and they are 1 for each one of you. So this 4 bennies for me. And if you need to make a roll, I'll ask you to make a roll. If you want to do it virtually, you can do it on the chat and files directory. If you want to roll your dice individually, your own dice, that's fair for me. I trust you. So it's a fair play game, this one. We are going to have fun, and that's the most important thing. And just one last piece of advice. If you ever think that during this game some topics or some situation are not good for you, just raise your hand and we'll stop there. Okay? We want this to be a safe place for everyone and not hurting everyone's feeling and so on. Just be ready because this is a spooky adventure. So I'm gonna throw in some kind of mystery and some kind of little horror. So be warned about it. So are you ready, guys?
Let's do it.
Are you ready? I want to hear you. I want to hear you scream that you're ready. Come on. Let me hear
We're
your
ready.
voice.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, that's my voice. That's my voice. So, you are a posse. And since, Pete, you are the leader, you have to find a cool name for your posse during this game. Just before nightfall, you arrive into a new town. You've never been there before. You see the sign. It's called Purity. As soon as you arrive, you see a lot of people gathering around you. They come out of their houses and run towards you. They seem very worried about something. And they say, please help us, we're in a fix. How can this be ever possible? Oh, shut up, they're strangers. No, they're the only one who can help us. They are making a whole mess, but they stopped you. You are on your horses, but they blocked you on your horses. So what you're going to do, you see these people arguing with each other, but they stopped you as soon as you entered the town. They seemed very excited, very worried about something.
What? Here.
What you're going to do?
So I'll look to whoever looks like the leader or who's in charge of the group and just say, hey, what's going on? What's the problem?
Yeah, nice try. You see that nobody looks like the major and nobody looks like the sheriff. You see that there is a big man that has an apron who looks like the the general store owner that suddenly says, hey, shut up, and says, okay, we are in a fix, big fix. You gotta help us, please. If you need money, we can give you money, but please help us. Purity is in a big problem.
Money sounds good.
What seems to be the problem?
No seems to be the problem. When a very old woman says, it is an actual problem, not seem to be a problem. Hey, come on, shut up. Okay, let's get me this straight. Yes, we have a doctor, and we used to have a doctor. Perhaps don't know about it, but that's his mansion, and he shows you a mansion upon a hill, and says that's Dr. Sawyer's mansion. And last night we heard a terrible scream coming from the mansion. We were all frightened, so we sent our sheriff and his 2 deputies to investigate, but nobody came. They never came back. And they not only never came back, they were dragged inside by some. Hey, come on, shut up. We don't believe these stories, okay? You see that probably this old woman has seen something, but they don't believe her.
Let's let her speak. Yeah. Well, I'll let the lady speak. She might have something important to say.
Hey, thank you, mister. And you see that Wiggle goes to her and goes around her neck.
Oh, Wiggles,
scuffling
thank you.
around.
Well, Wiggles,
Oh.
what do you think of this
Hey.
situation?
What a nice pet. Nice, very nice. Actually, I am old, but I can see. Do you understand what I say? You see, she's toothless, completely toothless, so it's
Oh, do
difficult.
you understand his curse? Can you hear him too?
No, I cannot hear your pet, but can you hear what I say? You
Yes.
understand what I say? Yeah, okay. I saw a great monster grabbing those people and dragging them inside. Come on, the shopkeeper says. It's nonsense. Dr. Sawyer was such a good guy, was never so big. He was a normal person. You have hallucination, some problem. It can be possible that something like that happened. But you see that they actually are. Everyone is frightened, and they never want to approach the mansion.
Who,
What kind of
please.
doctor? What kind of
who
doctor
lives in
was
the
Dr.
mansion?
Sawyer?
I didn't get you. One who goes first?
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna ask. What sort of doctor was Dr. Sawyer? Medicine?
Oh,
Science?
he was such a good man. He was our doctor. No, yes, I understand what you say. Yeah, no, we didn't call him doctor because of respect. He was our surgeon. He helped our cow to deliver. He was the best person we ever had in town. Am I right? You see that everyone is not, they don't agree so much. We've seen that he has received some packages from Hellstrom. This is not good. Oh, come on. You cannot order some packages from Hellstrom Industries and be a good person. This is not good. He always helped us. You know, he saved my wife from starvation. He helped deliver your own children. Come on, he was the best citizen we had in town. No, I don't trust Hallstrom, another citizen says. He ordered many packages from Hellstrom. I saw it with my eyes. Okay, so what? Don't you want to help our doctor? And if he's in a fix, oh, please, strangers, what's your name? Tell us your name, and you will be remembered forever in purity if you help us.
I think Pete's been writing down all these notes, and he's like, "Well, I'm Pete. I'm curious what's going on here."
Yeah, and
Pete, yeah.
And I'm Brian, but you can call us the Four Aces. We're gonna we can help you.
Oh, 4 aces. That's a great name. If you play poker, it's even better. Do you play poker?
Oh yes, definitely. I like to play the poker. But who lives up in that mansion that you're talking about? What's the history behind that mansion?
That's a mansion that Dr. Sawyer created for himself. I mean, we helped him doing it. Of course, he couldn't ever do it by himself. But it's there since 20 years. Yeah, it's a great place. You have a great view from there.
We'll go check
And
out
he wanted to live by himself. You know, he was a solitary man. He never got a wife. I proposed him my own daughter, but didn't work.
Well, we'll go check out the old dock and see what happened to him. And we'll get back with you.
And you see that the old woman comes to help him.
Well, he seems
Why?
like a pretty reasonable guy.
You see that the other one, hey, why, you great man, you don't want to help the doctor? Why don't you go up and help him? You see that everyone is scared. And if I know, after hearing those screams, we can't do that. I'm sorry, we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't do it. Please help us. You look like daring adventurers and gutty people and brave. But help us. We can. Okay, how much money? Gather all your money here. Come on. And you see that everyone brings money. You count it, and it's about $86. Okay, take it. Take it. It's all for you. But please help us.
That's plenty of money. And I'll
Please.
point to the group and let's start heading up to the mansion.
Well, wait a minute. What is this about a monster in the mansion? What kind of monster was it? Was it like a chupacabra, or an alligator, or a snake, or like a panda bear?
See that everyone looks at the old crone and says, "Hey, wait, big man, big arms. I did not see much because, I'm old, but I saw big shadow in big man."
Did I hear you right that that he was getting a lot of packages delivered to the house?
You see that a younger woman comes in the front of the crowd and says, "Yes, I was spying on the doctor because I wanted to be his wife." And he always ordered these strange packages with Hellstrom Industries written on it.
I like how
I don't.
he is about stalking him.
And this is going on since 2 years. He's received at least 10 packages. I changed my mind. I don't wanna marry him no more. No more. No more.
How big were these packages?
They were different sizes. Some were very big, some were smaller. I don't know. I'm very close to the postman, so when he gets a delivery, I know what it is. I don't know what's inside, but I knew for certain that we were from Hellstrom Industries, and Hellstrom is always bad luck. And you see that everyone makes bad gestures of bad luck and touches iron and everything that's.
Pete just has one final question. Pete asks, did the doctor live alone up in his mansion, or did he have a family?
No, he lived alone. And that's the problem. Every girl in town wanted to marry him, but he didn't ever accept any bride. He wanted to be by himself, doing his studies. He was such a good man, He was always looking for a way to help the people, the more that he already was doing. He wanted to do more, Such a good man. Please help him. He's not coming out his mansion since 2 days. And this monster, and please help us. He's the best guy we had in town. Ah, yes, there was the sheriff too. And the deputies, the 2 deputies. Why? What is going to happen to our purity? Why? We're doomed.
Well, I think we should go. I think this sounds very interesting. I'd like to know what's in those packages, if nothing else. Some of that stuff's very valuable.
Yeah, I think Pete looks to the team and says, well, there's at least a story here. We may as well take the money and check it out.
Hey. The shopkeeper goes in front of the crowd and say, okay, we can give you half now, but half when you finish. I've seen many scums going away without fulfilling the job. How does it sound? Does it sound fair to you?
Sounds like a fair deal.
Okay, so $40 now and 46 when you come back. If you come, of course, we wish you that you come back.
That's more than fair.
Perfect. So you go and you approach this cool mansion on the hill while the sun starts to set. I have a great pic of this house. Here it is. If you go to the chat and files directory, you can have a look at its house. I put a little pic there.
Thank you.
Can you see it?
Yep.
Nice. You see, it's a very big mansion. And you think that actually, if the people contributed in creating it, this would be a very nice and important person in the town. So you get, how do you approach the mansion? You go there running, you go there quietly, you sneak up there. How do you want to approach it?
I would just walk up and knock on the door. That's just me.
Okay.
I
So she
also
thinks
have
to
that
go there.
I don't want to. Yeah, role playing. I would just like kick down the door, but and if anybody wants to be more tactical, I would probably follow them. But Wiggles has some concerns.
Do you agree on a busting approach or a stealthy or polite approach? Which kind of approach would you? Or would you make different approaches? Some of you go polite way, and the other of you go the A-team way.
I mean, we may as well try. I like this polite approach idea. We may as well knock and see if anyone's home.
Okay, so you go there on the front door and you try the polite approach. Perfect. As you approach the front door, please make me notice roll. You know, if you score 4 or more, it's a success. If you score 8, it's a raise, and it's an even better success. So we can make little recaps about the rules.
That's
if you
like
ever need them.
exclamation mark S8. Is that how you do like? So I have a D8 for my skill. So you would type exclamation mark S8. Is that how you do it?
Of course. If you roll the highest number on the die. Oh wow! Perfect. Perfect. Oh. You see that some blood is already dried on the floor beneath the front door. What I mean is, it looks like that some blood dropped on the floor, then the front door was closed.
You're talking outside of the house is the blood on the outside side of the
Yes,
door?
partially. Probably there is something inside it too. And you see that some windows are open while some other windows are closed. So
Well,
what are you
that's
going to
kinda-
do? Are you going
that's-
to knock? Are you going to... Which kind of
That's-
approach?
That's concerning. I say we open the door. If there's blood on it, we need to. That's alarming. Let's check it out. So I go to open the door.
So you try to open the door, okay? You open the door and you see that the door is not locked. And you go inside a very big room. I have another great pick for you. So go to the other chat. And this is for you. Come in. Here it is. The front door is, you see where the number 3 is? There, if you go a little down, that's the front door. So you see this big room with 2 stairs leading upstairs. You hear that it's unnaturally quiet. The house is very, very quiet. And you turn around and you see that the people from Purity are still crowded at the basement of the hill. They didn't come up on the hill. They're waiting for you while the sun sets. The sun is almost set, so it's not very, the lighting is not very good. If you have a light, that would help you.
Can we say that we all carry lanterns? I mean, I would assume we would just do that if we're traveling around the Wild West.
If you don't have one, I assume that at least one of your party member has one. So choose who has a lantern. But if you want, you can take some candles from some chandelier. Do you call them chandelier? The ones you hold with many candles? Is it called like that? Okay. There are at least 2 chandeliers, but they are turned off on the right and on the left side as you open the front door. So you can light them, or you can light your own lamp.
Stella would have one of those like miner's helmets with the big light right here.
Do you have one in your equipment?
I feel like I probably would, yeah.
Okay,
Or
if
am
you
I-
have one.
Yeah, if that's
What,
okay.
what year is it, and what state are we in?
What?
What year is it, and what state are we in, by the way?
It's 1874, and you are in Arizona. So you are playing. Some of you is playing at home.
Ooh.
So make another notice roll after you light your lights. Make another nice notice roll.
I'm gonna go light the candelabras, the chandeliers.
Okay. So you light all the chandeliers and tell me if you at least score a success. Anyone success?
Oh, I got a success.
Okay. Anyone better? Did anyone score a rise?
No.
Okay, perfect. So you see on the floor a trail of dried blood and some fingernails scratches that go, if north is in that way, okay, let's think that north is upward, okay, on the map. It goes northwest.
Behind the stairs?
No, they don't go upstairs.
But
They
behind-
go northwest.
No, okay.
Yes, yes. they
towards
go.
room 4.
They
or
still
room seven.
remain downstairs, and they go behind the stairs. Yes, you're right.
Like into the door to room 4.
Okay, let me see again. No, they go towards. Yes, room 4. Exactly. You see that they make a turn left, and they go straight towards room 4. You see that the door leading to room 4 is open.
Let's go check it out.
I agree. What
Now
on earth
that
happened here?
Now that you see around, you see that everything is in a big mess. The map here shows everything in its good and ordinary place, but actually everything is smashed up. You see chairs smashed up on the floor, furniture destroyed, pieces of wood everywhere. And nothing is left untouched. And it seems like a hurricane or something like that entered the house and destroyed everything it encountered. So you go slowly, you run, following the trails. How do you move? Slowly, quickly?
Well, let's go somewhat quietly and stealthily. Yeah, not to
Okay.
notify anything.
So who's make a stealth roll and tell me the worst result you have.
4.
So 4. Is that the worst one?
Yeah, I'm the worst one.
Get a 4.
Okay, so you are doing good. You go stealthily. And as you approach room 4, you see a strange piece of furniture on the desk, on the table, sorry.
This feels very Scooby-Doo so far.
You see a very strange piece of furniture, but now that you see better, you see that the piece of furniture moves. It looks like a piece of furniture, but actually is this. Go and take a look.
I lean into my coat and I talk to Wiggles and I ask him if he just saw the piece of furniture move.
Okay, you get
Did everyone
a
else see?
penny for it. You get a
How
penny
big
for this, and he answers, "No way, furniture doesn't move."
But Wiggles, this furniture's moving. I think it's a hand.
Yes, when you talk, you see that the hand suddenly turns toward you and starts crawling in a very fast pace toward you. So we're going on initiative now. This is a very, very mean guy. So Gregory, you have a 10. Okay? You see 10? Perfect. Gregory, you have a 10. Armando, this is for you. This is for Brian, 7. And wow, you are lucky, man. This is for Stella. And for the hand, you have a 4. So the first one is Stella. What you're going to do, Stella? you see this hand crawling towards you very, very, very fast.
Well, it's not very fancy, but I'd like to just shoot it.
So you shoot.
Get
Bye, come on, shoot. Roll on shooting.
Okay, 2d4. That would be 7.
Okay, 7. Perfect, you hit it. Although it's small because you have to make a -2, but -2 is 5, so you hit it. Come on, deal your damage.
Oops. That comes up 5.
Perfect. You shoot, but you see that the hand isn't affected by it. And it goes towards you and towards you. It doesn't stop. So everyone has to make a fear roll. That means a spirit roll. Roll on your spirit and hope to have at least a 4. Hands are spooky. So Gregory, how much?
I got a 5. I passed. I assume it's a
Perfect.
4 to pass, right?
5, 5. Perfect.
Yeah, 4.
Brian got a 3.
Okay, you want to spend a penny and re-roll, or you want
Wait,
to stay with
Pete's player has a question. I have a Tale Teller Edge, which is you add +2 to rolls to lower the fear level, and with a raise better to grant your supporting posse members conviction. So does that apply to everyone or just me?
No, okay, it applies to everyone.
Oh, cool. So everyone's at +2.
No, that
Yes.
okay. That's when you tell a
Yes,
tale.
yes, yes.
Oh, it's not.
But you have to actually tell a tale.
Okay. It's probably too late for that to
That's
happen
the
right
truth.
now.
Don't worry, go for it. And if you tell a good tale, you get a penny.
I haven't seen hands crawling on the floor before, but I've seen lots of varmints in my day, and a gun can take care of them. Don't be afraid of these guys.
Nice. You get a new penny, and everyone is at +2. So I think everyone passes. So no one is shaken by this. You see, who's the next one? I
I
think.
think that's me. That's Pete.
Okay, what do you do?
I'm gonna take my shotgun and try to shoot that thing.
Okay, go for it.
6. Oh, exploding. 11.
Wow, that's cool. Roll damage and add the d6 for the roll for the raise.
I don't actually. Damage is listed as 1-3d6. What does that mean? For shotguns.
It means the closer you are, the heavier the damage. So if you are very close, you deal 3d6. You are at medium distance, so you deal 2d6, but you add another d6 because of the raise.
Okay, so 3d6.
So you now roll 3, but not
Okay.
because you should roll 3, but because you have to roll 2 plus 1 of the raise.
The raise. All right, so the normal 6 plus 7.
Perfect. So it's 7 or 13. It's 13 or 7 if you.
Oh no,
add
it's
to
7.
everything.
7 total.
Okay, 7 total. Perfect. You get it. You see that you hit it and it goes this way. You think you shaking it. You see that it doesn't move anymore. It doesn't know where to go. So who's next?
That would be me, and I am going to have the great idea of jumping into the middle of this melee with my tomahawk and just bashing at it.
Yeah. Come on.
But I apologize. Hold on. One second.
You have to make a war dance too.
Yes.
Tomahawk, tomahawk, ho, tomahawk.
I'm going to Benny that because my war dance did not work. This
Okay.
guy is distinctly a very bad Crocodile Dundee spinoff, but he also thinks that he's a Native American.
So you use
I've
the
also
Benny
never
and you
seen
can
Crocodile
re-roll.
Dundee. What's that?
You can re-roll if you use your Benny.
7.
Okay, perfect. You hit it. So now deal your damage.
I'm going to try this. I think this is how I do it. I'm adding the exclamation marks so the damage die explode. It's a little different from the skill check from what I recall yesterday.
Yes.
That didn't work. Unless I rolled 1s on each of those.
Okay, if you want, I can roll it for you.
Well, so I just did the 2 and the 2, and I'll add those together for 4. Yeah, I'll just hang out with that.
So it's 4, 2 and 2. Am I right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so if your damage is 4, nothing happens. You strike it, but it goes all the way to avoid you. It's sneaky, it's tricky, it's creepy. Yeah, creepy. Who's next?
Brian, so I'm going to take my Winchester and shoot at it.
Come on.
That's I failed, so I'm going to spend a Benny.
Okay.
It's an 8, so that explodes. 9 for the shooting.
Perfect. So it's a raise. Go. You add an extra d6 when you deal your damage.
One of the 8s exploded.
Wow.
So 9, 17, 18.
Way to go. Way to go.
20 damage.
Wow. Okay. You recoil and you shoot at it and it explodes. What the hell was that?
And it was creeping me out.
Yes.
I feel like we just
What do
started
you want to
the
do?
Addams Family.
You want to go and investigate?
Yeah, carefully go up and look around the table and see what that hand was.
Yes. Apart from notice, do you have any useful skill to know what a strange severed hand could look like?
Common knowledge.
The Metal Mage might know
Yeah.
weird science.
I have a cult.
Yes. I was gonna say I want to check at least to see if there's any mechanical element to this, if there's any machinery that was controlling this thing rather than it being magic or something like that.
Okay. Perfect. Go for it and roll.
Okay, what would that be? Would that be weird science?
Yes.
Okay.
What would this hand hold as a secret?
Okay, I got a 5.
Okay, perfect. You see that scattered among its bones, you can find some weird machinery, small machinery and small wires, and something that reminds you about the Hellstrom Industries.
I'd
So
like to
this
grab
is
that part,
probably
like,
something very fishy that's not good at all. And you think that something very weird is going on and probably has to do with weird magic. Yes, yes, yes. Fishy. Now
I'd
that
like to rip out.
you see that the trail of blood passes through this room, goes, let me see that again, and goes northwards. It goes through that other door, going into room 6.
Does the trail look like it just was dragged or whatever right through? It didn't stop or pool anywhere?
Yes, you see that they were, it seems like something was dragged and dropped blood during the trail, and with its nails tried to oppose this, and you see nail scratches on the floor.
Okay.
Can we tell which direction it was going? If it was going towards room 6 or coming into room 4?
You probably think that everything started at the entrance, and this trail started there and dragged something that dropped some blood all through room 3, then passed through room 4, and probably went into room 6. This is your guess.
I think it's leading us to back in this back room over here.
Could be, could be.
And I'll start walking towards the door.
It's a good idea. We made it this far. Let's follow it through.
Yes. Who's going first?
I'll go.
It's a small door. This is a very small door. You cannot pass it 2 people at a time.
I vote for the guy
Only
with
one.
the tomahawk.
What did you say, Stella?
I said my vote is for the guy with the tomahawk.
Ah, okay.
Okay, that's fair. I'll go do that.
So Mitchell, you're on.
Okay. Hold on a second.
And how do you go? You go there blatantly and daringly, or sneakily and stealthily?
Kind of a little bit between the two. I'm gonna try and stealth.
Okay, so you go there and say, I am the son of the thunder. Come on. And as you say this, you see that a fork comes toward you, but only scores at you.
I did roll an 8 on my stealth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Someone threw a fork at you, but missed.
Did the fork throw itself, or did somebody?
And you see something scuttling away.
What? Okay, can I do a notice roll on that?
You are the only one who saw that, but you think it's another hand. Could be another hand.
Okay. All right. I look at the fork.
You see this fork passing by. It drops on the floor, and it's actual cutlery. It's a fork that you use to eat and so on.
Okay, is the fork staying on the floor, or is it going to continue to harass me? Is it one of those forks?
Oh no, it stays there.
Okay, I want to like tie this fork up or something. I want to like put the fork in like a drawer that can't be opened.
Ah, okay. You find a drawer that is smashed. Yeah, I mean the original table is smashed, but the drawer actually works. So you open the drawer, put the fork in, and you close it. If you
Yeah,
like.
I feel safe about that. I don't trust the fork to open a drawer. I mean, I would think that the strength of the fork, I don't know what the strength of the fork is. I don't know if it could open the drawer on its own.
No, it didn't open
Well, anyway,
on its own. The door was already open. Ah, you mean the drawer, not the
the
door.
drawer, yes,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I'm trying to.
Okay,
If the
okay.
fork
Oh.
can fly around on its own, so I'm in room 6, which is the kitchen, right?
Let me check it again. Yes, it's just the kitchen. Exactly. But it's only a kitchen. It's not a dining room. The dining room is the number 7 room. It's the place where they just cook the meal, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna have my shield ready, in
Yeah.
case like the chair tosses itself at me.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna look around and notice if there's anything else, like maybe like a candelabra with a French accent. I don't know. Like I'm ready for this whole place to like turn into like Evil Beauty and the Beast Castle.
Perfect. So when you enter the room and look around, you see another knife this time going at you. That scores a 3 and misses you.
Okay, all right, all
And
right. I'm just
by
gonna
the
look at
way,
anything that could throw itself at me. Actually, you
just
know
a
what?
minute, just a minute, just a minute. Who's the last one? He's the first. Who's going last?
I'd be the second, probably.
Second, probably. So, Pete,
Probably not.
I'll be in the room.
Okay,
you
I
are
can
the
be last.
lucky one. You are the lucky one. And a spoon hits you, but it doesn't make you any harm because it's a spoon. And you see that this spoon came from the other entrance of room number. Yes, yes, yes. You're in number 4 room. So the spoon came from number 3 room, while the knife came from probably number 7 room to you. Okay. Was I clear, or do I have to explain it better?
That makes sense.
It's clear. It's clear. Yeah. Trying to figure out what to do.
Okay.
Where's all this cutlery coming from?
So you see, Mitchell. Okay, you see that in the kitchen everything is mashed up the same, and of course there is a lot of cutlery scattered on the floor, and probably someone picked up some cutlery and now is throwing it at you.
I mean, do I see anyone? Like, I'm gonna do a notice roll, but carefully, because I'm totally expecting everything to like fly at me and attack me.
Yeah, make me a notice roll. Everyone can make a notice roll, not only him.
7.
Okay. Let's finish all the notice roll and then I'll tell you what you see.
Got a 3.
Okay, so Stella had a 6. No, it had a 3 and a 4. Okay. So you are in the kitchen and you see in number 7 room another one of those hands scuttling away. On the contrary, Brian, you see from number 3 room another hand scuttling away.
These hands are all over the place. I think we need to take care of them all.
Yes.
Sounds
By the way, Jason, you scored a 7 in the notice roll. Am I right?
No, Wally did.
Wally did. Okay. And how much did you score, Brian?
4.
Okay. And Mitchell?
7.
Okay, Mitchell, was you. You're in the kitchen and you see that the trail of blood ends beneath a mountain of cutlery.
Okay, the silverware is killing people.
It's all hands.
You get another Benny for it.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna volunteer to help this guy remodel his kitchen. It's not good.
I think he was trying to
Figure
cheat
out.
his way out of cooking dinner by animating a bunch of hands and silverware.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea, but it didn't turn out so well if the silverware killed him. I want that.
So what you're gonna do?
Yeah.
Let's.
So
I'm gonna go
clearly
put-
what we need to do is take all the silverware and put it in a bag or something that can't be opened.
Hmm?
Until the bag turns into like a flying bag that attacks us.
Perhaps so. Silverware is killing people.
I'm gonna. Are we gonna move that silverware? Is that what you want to do?
I think that's the best first step.
Okay, so Mitchell. Oh shit, only one. You see another fork coming from number 7 room that misses you. While Pete, okay, this hits you. It's a cut. It's a knife that counts. Let me see. Only 3 damage. How tough are you?
My toughness is a 5.
Okay, so you shrug your damage off, but it's annoying. And you see this hand going away.
I'm gonna follow it.
Alone?
I'm gonna follow the hand that threw that at me.
Are you going alone?
If I'm going, I don't know if anybody's gonna follow me.
I'd like to keep going forward. I'm already in the kitchen by this point, right?
If you want, you can enter the kitchen.
Yeah. I think I have at this point. And I've seen what's transpired, and I'm gonna follow along. This is certainly very curious.
So you go in the kitchen while Pete goes follows the hand. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So you're in the kitchen and you see the same thing that Mitchell saw. So everything is a mess, and in the center of the kitchen there's this mountain of cutlery, and you see the trails of blood ending beneath this mountain of cutlery. While you follow the hand, and you have to make a notice roll in order to see where it's hidden. Go for it. Notice roll.
Who? Brian?
Brian.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
Pete. No, who's the one following the hand?
I was following it.
So Pete, am I right?
Yep.
Oh no, Pete's just in the kitchen.
Okay, so Brian, go for it.
A 3.
Okay, you lost the hand's tracks. It's probably hidden somewhere, but you don't know where. It's small and tricky, and it can hide.
Yeah, Hey, I lost it. It got away. Be careful.
How big is this mountain of silverware? Is it bigger than a body?
No, it's about 200 forks or 200 knives, so not too many. About 1 feet high
Okay.
and 3 feet wide. Imagine a circle 3 feet wide and 1 feet high of cutlery.
After I lose the one I was following, I'll go back to the group.
Okay, perfect. You join the group.
What are we gonna
So
do?
what you're going to do?
What are we gonna do with this? Has anybody touched the cutlery yet? Have
No.
you guys touched it? Okay. I'll reach down and just put my hand on it and kind of move it a little bit and see if there's anything underneath it.
Okay, perfect. When you start moving the cutlery, you see 4 other hands entering the room and going for your throat. So, okay, this is for Mitchell. If you have any edge that allows you to change cards, tell me and I'll do it. So Mitchell has a 4. Pete has a lady. Brian has a 9. Stella has a king. Stella, you're the best one always. While the hands have a 7. This means Stella is the first one. You see these 4 nasty hands jumping for your throat. What you're gonna do?
So we've seen a lot of cutlery, forks, and knives. Are there any like big, mean-looking knives, like a butcher knife?
If you want, you
Meat
can
cleaver?
have one, of course.
I'll grab for something and just try to stop it. Try to impale it if it jumps on me.
Okay, go for it. Make a fighting roll.
Okay.
Or if you want, you can use one of your powers. There's plenty of metal here. You can use your powers.
I wasn't sure how long that takes. I basically make like machines that can do things. Like, do I need a certain amount of time in order to do that?
Let me see.
Oh, I have something called haywire. That might interrupt the mechanics of these hands. I have.
Yes, you can make a blast, a havoc, haywire,
Let's try haywire.
whatever. And okay, perfect. So make wild science roll.
Okay.
And if you succeed and they fail their saving throw, every one of your enemy is shaken.
Looks like a pretty good success. That was a 10.
Okay, it's a race. It's not only a success. Let me see if they save. No way, they don't save. So you can describe your action. It's all yours.
Okay, so this was supposed to disrupt the mechanics of the hands, so I'm imagining they just kind of stop and start twitching.
Yes. So you see that all the cutlery goes up like it is in a force field. It goes all around spinning and spinning and spinning. And you see the hands juggling and sizzling, and you see strange lights and strange flames going from them. And they all drop on the floor. Great.
Nice.
Great, great, great. So, who's next? The next one is Pete.
All
Pete,
right.
you're on.
Pete's handy with a pencil and a shotgun, so he's going to try the shotgun again.
Okay,
I'm going to take aim at one of the hands.
okay, go for
And
it.
all right.
Now they are
6.
close. This means that if you hit them, you strike with 3d6.
All right, here we go. A 1 and a 2. I miss. I completely miss with the
Or
shotgun.
you can use a Benny to reroll.
I have a lot of bennies. I'm going to use a Benny. I'm going to re-roll. Cross my
If
fingers.
you want. I don't want to
No,
force
I
you.
do. 5 and a 4. All right. That's a standard success.
That's better. That's
All right.
better. Okay.
3d6. 3. Ooh. Exploding. 4, 6, 8. 12.
Perfect. You shoot it and you splatter it on the wall. So
Nice.
only 3 hands left. Ah, by the way, make me a roll and see if you are lucky. Roll a d6. If you roll more than 3, you are lucky. This means that
Is that me?
your shotgun hit
Oh.
another hand.
Okay. I got a 1.
Okay, no way. All hands were scattered around, so you only hit 1. Perfect. So it's Brian's turn now.
Okay,
Brian, what you gonna do?
I'll take my rifle again and aim at the closest one that I can see to me.
Okay.
A 6 on the wild die, so 10.
Perfect. You hit it.
Damage, no raise, right?
No, it's shooting, so
Yeah, only 5 damage. So yeah.
5 damage. No, not enough. You see that the hand remains shaken, but it's not affected by your strike. So now it's the hand's turn. And they are going to try to wake up. No way, but I have my bennies, so I use it. Shit. No way. I am drying up my bennies. Okay, this is good. Perfect. The hands wake up this turn and they can act. So they go for your throat. And since only 3 are left, they go for Stella. No way, no way. Everyone misses. You see that your power was so powerful that they cannot properly do anything, and they are convulsing and moving in this strange wave, and they cannot accomplish anything. So, Mitchell, you're on.
Yeah, I am going to go in. Are any of the hands shaken?
No, they unshaken just now.
Okay. If the do I have adjacency to one of them was attacking Stella, I believe. So if I attack it, would I get an adjacency bonus?
Yes, of course, you can. Go for it. You have a +2.
So that ends up being a 6.
Perfect. You strike it. Go for your damage. Oh, please don't hurt me. I'm just a hand. I can give you a hand.
I definitely did hurt it. So I rolled the 2 dice separately, which is a 17.
Wow, 17. Okay. You strike with your tomahawk and cut the hand in 2, and it falls to pieces.
Okay,
No
I feel like
more
that
to
might have been
wake.
on Stella's neck. So I'm glad that I was so precise with my tomahawk.
Perfect. So only 2 hands left. Let's do it again. Are you ready? So, Mitchell, Look what you've got.
Oh, bam!
Yeah, this means that in this round, everyone has +2, and you get 1 extra Benny. Congratulations. This is for Pete, an 8. This is for Brian. And Stella, I'm sorry, only 3 for you this time. While the hands have a 3. So, of course, Mitchell, you are first, and you have a +2, and you have an extra Benny. This means that you are so enraged by your great strike that you can do another great feat now.
Yeah, I look around. Where are the other 2 hands?
The other 2 hands are scattered on the floor, wiggling, and Wiggle is very afraid of this.
Yeah, no, I'm going to protect Wiggles.
Because he should be the only one wiggling. And that's why they are near the mountain of cutlery. So you can hit whatever you like, whichever you like.
I'm going to go, because I have been medically diagnosed with a skull that is extra thick, I am kind of fearless towards the cutlery. And so I'm going to go and I'm going to attack the hand, even though I may end up in some horrible Beauty and the Beast horror.
Okay, go for it. And remember, you have +2.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, I'm just looking for my fighting roll again. 6.
Okay, you hit it. And go for it. Roll the damage.
So my 11. Oh, damn. Wow. Both of those dice blew up, so 23 on this hand.
Okay, you are free to describe the scene in which you annihilate totally this hand. Okay.
So yeah, I feel very protective of Wiggles. So in this instance, I see one of the hands going to strangle Stella, and I just take my tomahawk and sink it into Cousin It, pulling it off of her, and then just kind of smashing it into a table, cutting the hand in half so that it falls off on both sides, and then before I do that, I impale the other hand next to me, and then I smash it into the table to grind through both hands as they both fall off of my bloody tomahawk.
Wow, awesome, awesome. So you dispatched of every single hand in this.
I thought there were 3.
Awful.
I thought there were 3 right now.
I didn't. There were 3 left. Yo, right. There's only one. There's one left. So, thank you for reminding me. So next one is Brian. You're on.
So I take my rifle and just hold it in one hand and pull out my pistol, draw my pistol, and I'm going to shoot, take 2 shots at it. So I'll have that -2 penalty at that last hand.
Go for it.
First shot, and
yes, shooting roll.
7, so 5 for the first shot. Does that hit if it's small?
You have a +2. Don't remember. Don't forget the +2.
So 7. Is it minus because it's small?
Yes.
So it'll be a 5.
A 5. A 5. A 5. Let me see. Yes, of course. You are shooting, so you hit it.
Okay.
Perfect.
Damage.
Hey, Mitchell, did you remember, sorry, to add your strength to your damage? When you go in melee,
I rolled.
Okay. Just to remember.
I rolled my strength and my tomahawk as a separate damage dice.
Always remember, if you go melee, you have to add your strength die when you deal damage. Okay, sorry to interrupt you, Brian. Go for it.
No problem. No problem. So damage is 6 for the first shot.
Not bad. 6. Perfect. You hit it. But you see, it's not enough to make it stop. You cut one of her fingers off, but it goes crawling on 4 fingers, and it's still bloodlusty.
Trying to get me. Okay, second shot. Oh, that's good. Second shot misses.
You're not going away. I want your throat. Perfect. Now it's Pete. You're on, Pete.
Okay.
You see this hand crawling menacingly towards Brian.
He still has the shotgun in hand, so I think Pete's gonna take another shot.
Hey, beware! If you have your shotgun, you will hit Brian too. Sorry.
Oh, we're that close. Okay. Then he's
gonna
draw his revolver, I think, and use that
I
instead.
don't want to stop you, just to warn you.
No. That's a very good point. Thank you.
You have to do it on purpose.
Pete's a pretty prudent man. Yeah, he wouldn't try to hurt someone on purpose. So he's going to use his revolver.
Yes.
Slightly better range. Okay, so same. Okay, here we go. 6 shooting. Yep. Nope, miss. It's 2 2s. I'm going to use a Benny though.
Yes, if you want.
Ooh, 6 exploding. 9.
That's what Benny is for.
All right. But the damage is only, so it's 2d6, but plus another d6 for the raise. Okay.
For the raise.
Ooh, 1 and exploding. So we got 4, and the exploding gets another 1. Exploding gets another 1. 17, 21.
Yes. So you are ready to describe the scene where you annihilate totally this.
Yeah, I think that hand is crawling. It's making its way. It's a little bit damaged already, and he sees he can't use the shotgun. Pulls out his revolver, and just dead shots right in the center. The hand just turns to pieces.
Falls. Okay. You don't know if other hands are in the house, but you seem to have specified everything here. You don't hear movements, you see no cutlery moving, you seem to have reached a truce. Let's call it this way. But can you trust it? So you see these 4 hands on the floor and this cutlery mountain in the center of the kitchen.
Well, what do you guys make of this mess? Never seen anything like it.
Neither have I.
Why are there all hands? We haven't seen any feet or anything else. No heads, just hands.
Can I look around to see if there's any other evidence of where these would have been coming from? We're still in the kitchen area. Let's go. Stuff was being thrown from over in east of here. Let's go check it out.
Yes. So you go
So I'll go-
around in the other rooms. Am I right?
Yeah. Let me find that map.
So you are now in room 6, where the trail of
Yeah.
blood ended under the Cutlery Mountain. Let's call it like that.
I want to go west and look in number 7. Just poke my head in that hall and
Okay.
into that big room. Just
Okay.
poke my head in there.
So you go there, and now it's dark. The sun has set, so you need light to see.
Okay.
You go in room number 7, and you see that the table is not there anymore. It's scattered in pieces everywhere. The chairs have fallen the same fate, and you see broken furniture, cutlery, and dishes, everyone scattered on the floor, everywhere scattered on the floor. You see no trails of blood in this room.
Looks quite the mess.
Big.
No blood, and there's no blood in this room. That's kind of weird, also, for how much blood we've seen. Can I make a notice roll and see if I can see anything else or investigate it?
Okay, go for it.
Explode. A 9.
Okay, perfect. You see, looking on the ceiling, you see that the ceiling, the roof is in wood. All this, it's a wooden house. You see that a little light seems to come from a room upstairs. I hope I expressed myself correctly. I mean that when you look upstairs, you see that from, the wooden planks, a little ray beam seemed to come, little faint ray beam seems to come from a room upstairs. But you don't find anything interesting here
No.
beside cutlery, dishes, and so on.
Hey, looks like somebody's upstairs, you guys. Do we hear anything?
You don't hear any noise coming from upstairs.
Okay.
Or from around here.
I think really quickly, Pete wants to make sure that when that trail ended, I mean, I know the hands came out of there, but I want to kind of like research the pile, make sure there's nothing else in that pile of junk in the kitchen.
Okay. So you go back into the pile of junk, the cutlery pile, and you start searching, browsing, and so on. Searching, browsing, and so on, you discover a trapdoor.
Okay.
And you see that the trail of blood seems to go downstairs. I mean, if this trapdoor goes downstairs, the trail of blood ends where the trapdoor starts. I hope I expressed myself.
Mm-hmm.
I shout to everyone else and let them know there's also a trapdoor in the kitchen.
Hey, there's a trapdoor in the kitchen.
So I ask everybody. Where do you guys want to go? Do you guys want to go investigate upstairs or downstairs? I think we should stick together.
I think we should stick together too.
Never split the party. First surviving rule. So, up or down? Left All right.
Did the light upstairs seem like it was moving, or just light?
You know, you are used to this kind of light. It was a flickering light. It was not an artificial light, you know, those kind of creepy thing. It was more of a candle, of a lamp, a typical flickering light of a candle, of a lamp, or a flame.
Do y'all want to follow this trail before going upstairs?
I think. I don't know.
I'm
Bloody
inclined to
trail.
go downstairs.
What are you thinking, Willie or Wally?
So this is basically me consulting with my hamster and getting his wisdom. Would be that if we just keep wandering around upstairs, the furniture is going to keep attacking us. Whereas I feel if we go downstairs into the trap door, we're going to find the source of the magic.
Okay.
Checks out.
Well, let's go upstairs then. Hey, can your mouse do any investigating for us?
No, he's not one of those.
He
Is
can
he
go.
Okay.
He can go first and report to you. But what if he dies?
If I build him like a mecha armor suit to protect him.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Could
This
couple
is a
those
fucking
hamster-
great idea. So
Those
you
hamster
both
balls?
get Benny if you do it.
Right?
But only if you do it, and if you mean to do it and you don't go back.
I've always protected Wiggles. I hope that like no fireballs come at us or something. Oh man, that would be the worst if like the kitchen knife just stabbed him. But I'm gonna trust in my ability to protect him. And I assume he's just like crawling around under my shirt. And I'm gonna go stealthily down into the trapdoor.
You're going down. Okay.
Alone.
Cool.
Well, you guys are gonna be like behind me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll follow.
So you go downstairs, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you open the trapdoor. It's not locked in any way. And you see some stairs going down. And you see the bloody trails continuing downstairs. Now you make, please, a notice roll.
Hold on, I typed that in wrong. I'm sorry. 7.
7. So who's the highest? Tell me the highest
I-
notice roll.
I had a 9.
7.
I think that's me this time. I
Oh,
got a
Pete,
12.
nice, nice Pete.
Oh my
He has a
God.
+2 on all notice rolls too.
My God, 12. Okay. So as soon as you open the trapdoor, you feel a bad stench of decay. And you hear heavy panting. And heavy steps.
Okay. I'll look around for the monster.
But you don't see anything. You see that downstairs there are artificial lights. But you know, there's a stair going downstairs, a very straight stair. It's not a long stair, it's a vertical stair. You know, the one with
Ladder?
you climb like that. Yes, ladder. Thank you very much. A ladder. And what you see is very little. You have to climb down to see what else there is. But you see that from the bottom, it goes down about 12 feet. You see artificial light coming from there. And stomping and panting. And you see the trail of blood going in that direction.
Okay. I'm just gonna look around for whatever was breathing, whatever that noise was.
And you have to go downstairs.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna
remain
find out.
upstairs, you cannot see more than this. Are you going downstairs?
Yeah, I climbed down the ladder.
Okay. But you all climb down the ladder, or you let him go alone?
We all go down. I tell everybody, let's be quiet. Let's be as quiet as we can, and each take turns going down.
Okay.
Agreed.
You climb down, trying to be silent. Make me a stealth roll. And tell me who's the lowest one. If you want to use some powers, if you want to use anything, tell me.
I got a 3.
If you want, you have a Benny.
I got a 9 and a raise.
You are great.
I got a 9.
Why am I rolling so well?
I will use a Benny to re-roll my 3.
It's wise. Very wise.
9. My
9.
D6 exploded.
That's better. That's better. So the lowest one is
A 4, I think.
Yep, it's me, I think. 4.
4. Okay, perfect. So you all go down. You see that Wiggle is, how do you say that? Has fear.
Shaking?
Is not shaken, because shaken has another meaning in Savage World, but becomes unsettled, restless, and wants to go away. You know, don't go there. Let's go away. Let's go away. Let's go away. Let's go away.
Oh, I'm sorry, Wiggles, but we gotta do this.
Danger, danger. You go downstairs and you see this. There is a corridor that is lighted by light bulb, artificial light bulbs that go in, you know, sometimes more, sometimes less, sometimes more, sometimes less light. And you hear the stomping better, and you think to hear this panting, and now you hear some crying. You hear a strange voice that you would bet that it's crying.
Is it like an adult or a child?
Or something like that, but an ominous voice, not so normal voice. It's not a normal person crying, but you would swear that something is crying.
Going to go towards that sound.
You see that the corridor goes about 5 yards straight, then turns left.
Okay, I'm gonna follow it. I'm gonna have my people behind me.
Yep.
Yes. You still use your stealth roll from before.
Mm-hmm.
So who's going first? You all go in a straight line because it's a very narrow corridor. So who's going first?
Wally, you going first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
I'll follow behind Wally.
So Mitchell, you are going first, and you peek round the corner, and you see a dreadful scene.
Okay.
First of all, you see 4 bodies. There's a big room, a large room, with strange devices scattered on the floor, and you see 4 bodies that are lying down on the floor like this, dead. One you think should be the doctor, the former doctor.
Okay.
And you have the star of the sheriff and the star of the deputy. So
Excellent.
the sheriff, 2 deputies, and the former doctor are lying like this on the floor with their chest open and entrails scattered everywhere and so on among machineries that you cannot tell what the heck it is. But most of all, you see something very interesting that I am posting here now on the chat.
How
You
big
can
is
go
that?
and have a look.
It's like a
It,
Frankenstein monster.
it's 8 feet high.
Here's a question: does it have hands, and do the bodies that we found have hands?
I was about to ask.
Yes, it's exactly like that. It's like a patchwork of different bodies, and you see the gleam of hidden machinery in its body too. And you see that this big beast now is on the floor crying before the next to the body of your alleged doctor.
The big
And
guy is crying.
yes, and why? Why?
Hey, buddy, it's okay. I'm sure we can just resolve this.
So he's the only one who saw this. What you're gonna do?
I'm gonna try and talk to him.
So you go there and talk to him.
Now, listen, man. You know, time heals everything. I'm sure that we can come to a resolution.
So you all enter the room, or does he only enter the room alone?
You're muted.
Sure.
Are you going all together into the big room downstairs, or is he only going
I'll
alone
follow him in,
to talk with this big?
and I'm tapping Wally on the shoulder. Wally,
You follow?
Wally, what do you see? What do you see? And I kind of push him into the room so I can get a look.
Well, it's like a big monster. That's like a couple people that was like sewn together with like a needle or something.
Are you
Yes,
trying
you
to
can
talk to him?
You can in turn have a look if you want.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, I just figured we just say hi. I mean, what could hurt? He seems like he needs a friend.
Do you think it can even talk?
Actually,
He seems upset.
I think I take a look in as well. Has anyone asked him his name? Sir, what's your name?
so you talk to the guy. Okay. Are you talking? You're talking. Okay. You call. What's your name? You suddenly see that the guy smiles. He goes like
Okay,
this.
that's smart.
Name Maxwell.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Maxwell.
From Maelstrom. You think he asked you if you are from Hellstrom Industry?
Are you
No.
from Hellstrom?
Spare part to and he lifts the doctor in his hand. Doctor, all right. So, if you want, you can make a smarts roll to understand what he said. Because I'm not a good English speaker, and he's not a good speaker at all.
I'm gonna just reduce my smarts because I don't want to play him as smart as. I don't think of him as smart.
Pete got a 15. As a reporter,
Pete.
he understands a lot of gibberish.
Oh, okay. So you think that he asked you if you are from Hellstrom Industries because he needs spare parts to make his doctor function again.
Oh. Ask him what happened to the doctor.
Yeah.
So
What
you ask
did happen? What happened to your doctor?
Doctor, stop, doctor, functioning.
Doctor.
Doctor, stop functioning. You see that he picks up blueprints of some kinds of machines and shows to you. You Elstrom people understand how to function doctor again.
I want to reach out and grab the
Since
blueprint.
you understood, he told you if you understand this thing that according to his judgment should work to make the doctor function again.
I'm going to reach and grab the blueprints and give them to Stella. Stella, can you make sense of this?
I'm sure I can. What kind
Yeah,
of role would
you
that be?
see the blueprints, and they are machinery supposed to make small engines that should work for every purpose. You know, a source of power that transforms this source of power in movement. Of course, they are not so easy to explain to normal people, but they are wired science machinery supposed to give a source of power that moves everything you want. You want to move a machine, you can use it. You want to move a toy, you can move it with this, and so on and so on.
I get a sense that he was using the big hands to kind of practice to reanimate the doctor.
Yes. You see that he's totally he doesn't look evil. He's actually wanting to revive the doctor that stopped the functioning according to what he said. And he acted, please, Elstrom guy, help me function doctor again. I used these useless people to take engine from people and put in doctor, but did not work. So it's useless to take your engine and put in doctor because not work.
No, that's not going to work. I'm sorry.
Please help me. I need doctor. Doctor, stop working.
What happened to the doctor? Do we know how long he's been? Like, when's the last time he was seen by the village people?
2 days ago. They told you that 2 days ago he didn't came out, and last night they heard terrible screams coming from the house. So the sheriff and the 2 deputies went there investigating and never came back.
Oh, do we know what do we think would happen if we reanimated and brought this doctor back? Do we think he would be back to normal, or just be like a zombie? What do we think would happen if he was able to bring him back?
You don't think that anything that's here would evenly it would work? You
think it
think
would-
that this is a workshop where this guy tried his best to do what he thought it was good to do, but he
Okay.
actually has no actual, skills to do it.
Okay.
You don't understand how the hell this guy is alive, also to say it, and how the hell this guy is supposed to know anything about curing people, helping people, or bringing people back from the dead.
Is this room the only room that doesn't go anywhere else after it dead ends in this room that he's in?
You see, there are 4 doors
4 doors.
on the walls on the left and on the right. 2 doors are open, and you can barely see that there are spare parts, machinery, and some crates with the Hellstrom Industries on it. So your main problem now is to deal with this strange guy that looked frightening at the start, but it hits you with his, ingenuity. His like a kid that is trying to fix his toy, and he lost his parent, and he's asking you to help him to revive his parent and who stopped working.
Wonder if I could make him more of an animatronic figure that kind of looks like the doctor, that isn't made out of rotting flesh.
And make me a roll of wild science roll.
Okay. That's a 5.
Okay. Those blueprints that the guy gave you are useless to help the doctor now, but can be useful to understand how to turn this guy off. Because it's probably a patchwork of dead people that were assembled together using the Hellstrom Industries technology. So thanks to this blueprint, if you spend a minute studying it, you could use your powers to, turning this big mini off.
Okay.
Of course, you wouldn't know if you can turn it on anymore, but you don't know how this would react if you still talk to him.
I'm going to step away for a second, but I'm still listening on my headphones. If I need to say something, I'll just come running into the room.
Okay.
But I totally support reanimating, like building an army of Frankenstein monsters to like help around the town. Like they can like do construction and build houses.
Yeah. You just have to decide what to do.
You're better at people than I am. Do you think this creature could be introduced into the local society and accepted?
I don't think the townsfolk would accept him. I remember the old woman being very afraid. If you were thinking about putting him out of his misery, I can probably persuade him to sit still.
This has to be a group decision. I don't want this on my side alone, okay?
Yeah.
I can do it, but I don't like it.
You see that the creature see me, Maxwell. This Dr. Sawyer. Please help Maxwell start Dr. Sawyer. Please, please. And he looks straight at you, Stella, because he probably somehow feels that you have a connection with the wild science that's fueling him.
My vote is to keep him alive, but I think that Wiggles can also vote. I'm just going to bring Wiggles into this democracy, and however you feel he should treat this, I want Wiggles to be enfranchised.
Wow. So,
So,
what do you say?
Stella, try working on it. Try doing it, and see if you can help him out.
You mean to make a robot copy of the doctor? Reanimate the doctor? Or you mean, because our options are reanimate the doctor, try to give him a toy doctor that looks like the doctor, or put this guy out of his misery.
I mean, I kind of, as we're kind of talking, I'm like, he hasn't tried to hurt us, but he doesn't look like he's going to be able to leave the house, really. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't think the townspeople will accept him. Should we go upstairs and see what else we can find, and then come back and help this guy?
That's a good idea.
Sure.
I asked him if he's ever been out of this room. I said, have you ever been out of this room and been upstairs?
Oh, yeah. I always help doctor in all house.
So he's been
Upstairs, upstairs, and downstairs.
Should we bring him along with us?
That's a great idea. Let's do it.
Yeah, he can deal with the hands.
We should. Do you want to come along with us while we search for things that might help the doctor?
Help, doctor. Me? You? Help, doctor.
Great.
Maxwell, come, Maxwell, come.
Let's go upstairs.
You spare part upstairs?
Yes.
Ah, good. Good. Bring spare part upstairs. Maxwell, come. Help you. He puts the doctor on the floor and says, Doctor, wait here. Maxwell, help you with Maxwell friend.
Come on, Maxwell.
Yes, Maxwell follow.
Just before we head back up, you said in the hallway there was 4 doors, but we've seen 3 of them.
Two.
We've seen 2.
Were locked.
And we're in 1, right?
We're in a room.
You go into this room that has no doors, and on the floors, the left and then the right wall, there were 2 doors.
Okay.
2 on the left and 2 on the right. One on the right and one on the left were open, and you saw the spare parts, one on the left and one on the right, were closed.
You wanna
I
look
think
in
I'd
'em?
like to- yeah, I think we should take a quick look before we head back up.
Okay.
I open one of the doors, the one on the right.
Spare part, says Maxwell. Take spare part and help me start doctor. You open and you see that are similar. There are always storehouses, warehouses full of spare parts and surgery machines and some, little body parts kept in formaldehyde. No, how do you say that? No, that liquid where you
No,
keep the
in
How the-
jars.
yes, in jars, yes, like that. So it's kind of weird, but Maxwell calls these spare parts.
That's a
We
relief. I
will
was
come back
expecting it
for
to-
them.
Yes, yes. Maxwell knows all spare parts here. You bring more spare parts?
Let's go upstairs and look for some more.
Maxwell follow.
Cool. Let's go.
Like, guess we head back upstairs.
Okay, you have a new friend now. You see that Wiggle is scared. He doesn't want to look at Maxwell. He looks away and tells you, go away, run away, danger.
So we go back up to. Oh, you're on mute.
Oh, sorry, I was hitting the other. I had anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maxwell. Yeah, maybe you could just stay in the basement where it's comfortable for you. In case there's any danger, we can fix it for you, so we can resolve things for the find the parts.
Maxwell show you around. You know, go alone in doctor house. Unpolite.
I invited him. I invited him to go with us.
I whisper into my shirt. You hear that, Wiggles? We need to be polite. This guy is showing us his house.
So you go on the first floor. Where you go now?
Let's go up to the next story. The second
Did
story.
we explore room 8 and 5?
No. We can go over there. Let's go over there.
So second floor, right? Perfect. So I have a nice picture of the second floor here, just for you. Look, and how nice is that? So you climb the stairs, and you arrive in a corridor, and you see that from the room 14, you see the light that you saw before, the flickering light. Of course, the door is closed, but beneath the door, you see this flickering light coming from. You see, it's dimmer.
Dimmer. I
Yes.
want to try listening at the door.
Hey, stop, Maxwell says. Doctor, sleeping room. Unpolite.
I say there's a light on and someone is in there.
Someone in there? Go and slam the door open. Light up. Turn off. You see that this is the private studio of the doctor, probably. You see a lot of walls with a lot of books, and probably his diary open on the desk. And Maxwell is going there to turn off the candle. There's a candle next to the desk that is almost finished, and he's going to turn it off.
And no one else is in here?
No.
No. Can we look around and see if we see anything out of place or that catches our eye?
No. You see that Maxwell is sad and tells you, Doctor, here stopped.
This is where he died?
Called doctor. Die?
Oh.
Here, doctor, stopped. I cannot turn on, doctor. I take doctor from here, put in the lab downstairs, and try to turn him on. Failure, no turn him on. No start, doctor.
I'd like to investigate the book on the desk, the diary, if I can.
Yes. He's so confused and emotionally driven that he doesn't pay any attention to you. So if you go there and read, because you have the chandelier in your hand, you can either read it or you can either take it and hide it somewhere and read it at your ease.
That makes actually more sense. I'm gonna take the book so that we can read it outside the room.
Okay. And Maxwell says, so find spare parts and start doctor again. Where spare parts?
I asked him, where do they keep, what else is up here? Are there spare parts up here?
No spare parts here. Spare parts downstairs. You bring spare parts, you Elstrom Industry. Please bring spare parts and turn doctor on. Please. You see, your spare parts, and he puts his big hand on your chest. Your spare parts, no good. Bring good spare parts. Sheriff spare part, no good. Deputy spare parts, no good.
I want to go and look around out in the hall and some of these other rooms and see if there's anything of note.
Okay. Maxwell, come. You see that you go in the other rooms looking for spare parts, and you leave him time to read the diary.
Okay.
Are you going to read the diary? Okay.
I am. I'm going to start at the end and work backwards to see the interesting parts.
Yes. Basically, you see that this is a very kind doctor that wanted to do everything he could to help the people stop suffering, and so on and so on. And as every people that wants to go too farther, he wanted to stop people from dying and achieving a way to defy death and age and so on and so on. To do this, he did his experiments and he created some assistants. His main assistant is Maxwell, and his lesser assistants were the hands. He was planning to do a big breakthrough in a week, but he suddenly ends his writing all of a sudden, like he collapsed on the diary.
I want to know why the hands were violent, but Maxwell wasn't.
What?
I want to understand why the hands were attacking us, but Maxwell didn't.
You can ask Maxwell.
Yeah, I do ask Maxwell. So why are you so friendly, but the hands try and kill us?
My friends, where are my friends? He suddenly goes downstairs. Friends! And he calls them by name. Jack! Duke! No, no! Stop! Stop!
I'm sorry. Don't be too upset. We'll make more friends.
He goes upstairs again and brings your slaughtered hand. And they stopped working. Everyone stops working here. Maxwell is going to stop too. No. Doctor, he's the only one who can help Maxwell and Luke and Gregory and my friends. Everyone stops working. Why? You know, stop working. Why I stop working?
Well, Stella will keep you working. We'll just cast some magic. We'll put a little bit of technology. You'll be fine.
Yes, thank you. Please bring my doctor back.
Yeah, he's just sleeping. He'll be fine.
Did I see anything in the other rooms when we went and looked at any of them while he was reading the journal?
You see that the plan, the floor upstairs is not as a mess as the floor downstairs. Everything is in its place and nothing seems to miss anywhere. Everything is in order, like people lived there since yesterday or something like that.
Well, do we go back downstairs in the basement and
Just Brooke, are you there? Can you hear us?
I'm here.
Brooke? Okay, I didn't see you anymore.
I'm here.
Sorry.
I just trying to.
Sorry. I just wanted to be sure you were following us. So, what's your plan now?
So there's not much else upstairs, huh?
no? And is there anything in the journal that would help us understand of how the professor, or sorry, how the doctor would have died, or how we can try bringing him back, or helping Maxwell?
If I understood the book correctly so far, no, it just seemed like the doctor was trying to be a helpful character in town.
I mean, are we?
Yes. What basically in the diary was written that his intentions were good and he used all the Hellstrom machinery to build him assistants that could help him to make his ultimate experiment that would defy death and age and help everyone to destroy illness and so on and so on. But actually something happened, and while he was writing, okay, I need this and this to finally do the experiment, while he was writing that, his writing changed and he became confused and he didn't even end the sentence.
Yeah. I highly suspect the doctor keeled over right as he was writing his diary.
Had a heart attack, huh?
His
Probably.
parts stopped working.
So are we going to go down
Maxwell
and try?
keeps saying that he stopped.
Should we go back down to the basement and see what we can do then? It would probably be Stella trying to.
Are we
make
serious
it.
about reanimating this guy? Is that what we're doing with this?
I don't know.
I don't see the problem with that, but
I'm pretty confident I can do that, but it's not going to be the doctor anymore. At best, it could be a companion for this
Yes.
guy while he lives by himself. Alternative,
Yes, you know for sure that all the reviving experiments so far were a failure because the body actually can move. He can say something, but it's never the same person as before, and it's a big mess. Big mess. But you could try to do the way the doctor was supposed to do. What I mean is, Stella, using the diary of the doctor and employing at least one day, you study the diary and you use the spare parts and so on, you could bring his big experiments to life on him. I mean on the doctor, not on Maxwell or on another person. Now that you have his diary, you could attempt to do something like that, but you don't know what the actual outcome would be.
I mean, it does sound like a fun project.
Well, let's go find out. Let's go try it and see what happens. Maybe we can get some more information about if we can talk to this doctor or not. Maybe
Sounds like a great idea, actually.
we can always break the machinery if we have to. If it comes out bad or we have any issues, we can always break it.
Dismantle it.
It's true.
Yes, but now you have to only break one machine. Then you would break two machines. It's a little different, you know. Okay, it's up to you, guy. What do you want to do? But I like your attitude, and you have one penny each for thinking this. One more penny for thinking this. I like your attitude.
I also have a thought about Maxwell. If this doesn't work, I might be able to smuggle him out of here and keep him on as an assistant in my lab.
I love that. Yeah, Maxwell's going to join the party.
That's another Benny for you. Great idea. Great idea.
He seems strong and helpful.
And he's nice. He hasn't done anything to us.
I'll have him assist me on trying to reanimate the doctor as kind of an audition to see if he'll be a good worker for me.
Okay. So what you basically do is trying to put the big experiment in action and asking Maxwell to help you. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is a dramatic task. Anyone wants to help?
I can probably support
you have to have wild science or at least a score of smarts of D10 to help in
Could
this.
I assist by, I have a good research and I have the book. Could I scour the book for more information?
Yes, you could assist like that. And who else wants to help?
I can't. I don't have my smarts is only an 8, so.
Wally's like, he understands what all the letters are, but he's just not good at putting them together into words on paper.
You can roll for Maxwell if you want. Someone of you can roll for Maxwell, and the other one, if you want, do you have any useful skill that like research or wild science or anatomy or something like that?
Nope.
I'm good at getting hit in the head.
Oh, You know what? I am gonna do. I'm going to I'm gonna cast boost.
You
trait.
can use your magic, of course.
Yeah, I'll
You
boost.
can use your magic, of course.
Yeah, I'll
You can
boost
use your
my
magic.
I'll
Yes,
boost my
because
smarts.
but you can boost your smarts, and if you read the diary, actually Dr. Sawyer wants to employ also magic too, and using the spirits magic and so on. So you can use your magic too, and use your arcane background ability to help the cause too.
Okay.
So basically, any one of you can help if you want. You don't have to, remember, because it will affect everyone, this great trial. So, are we ready?
Yeah, let me do my my boost first to see if I can boost my smarts.
Yes.
So 7. So I get to boost it by 1 die, so it goes to a D10 then.
Perfect. Perfect. You are the perfect party for the perfect job. Are you ready for this? Okay, so let's go for it. You have to collect at least 7 successes, okay? And I draw a card. If it's how do you say that? Club?
A club.
Yes.
Yep.
It's a mess.
Yep.
Okay? Remember. So let's try to avoid clubs. Okay? Who's going to go first?
Either me or one of the others. So we're going to aid you. Whoever's going to roll.
I think the one who should go first is Stella.
Okay.
She's the leader of this experiment. So, Stella, make a roll, and you're a joker. Great, 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 great. So you have a +2 to this roll, and everyone for his first roll has a +2. Go for it.
This is a weird science roll, right?
Yes.
Ooh, and I got an 8, so +2 would be 10. Or no, that explodes, right?
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Perfect. So explode it, and or is it a D10?
I rolled an 8 out of 8.
Okay,
But
so it's
exploded.
exploding. So perfect.
So I reroll, right?
Reroll and add +2.
Okay. That's a 4, so 6, 14.
Perfect. It's a 14. That means we have 4, 8, 12, 3 successes so far. Thank you. We need
I'm really
to
good
get only 4 right now. So, who's going to go next?
I can scour the book and try to help out, find more information with my research.
Go for it.
All right.
Go
so
for it.
8 in wild die, and I'll have the +2 here, and I have a +2 to research and written material.
Yes, and your card is hard, so no mess is like for now. Remember that you roll at -2, but with the +2 is like you don't have to apply anything. Because
So
it's,
can you Benny critical failures?
Of course.
You
No.
can or you can't, right?
No, you
a
can.
critical failure. A critical failure?
Yes.
Yeah, I got snake eyes. I got a 1 on the 8 and a 1 on the wild die.
You can.
Okay.
Okay. I didn't think you could. I will definitely Benny that though, because it's danger otherwise. I'm not gonna tempt fate. Okay, I got a 4 +2 +2, so 8.
8 with the -2 is 6.
Okay.
Because every roll in a dramatic task is made at a -2.
Okay.
So 6. That means you score another success. So we have 4 successes so far, and we need 3 successes more. So who's next?
I'll go. I'll use my my smarts and look at the
Your
5.
card is a diamond, so no problem. for now?
I'll use my spell casting and look at the diary and see how he was trying to use magic and his weird
Indeed.
science together.
Go for it.
A 4.
Okay, -2.
So
Is 2.
I failed then. I'll spend a
Okay,
Benny.
failure.
I'll spend a Benny.
Perfect. Go
on. 6, so -2, so a 4.
4. Perfect. So we have 5 successes so far. We need 2 more. You're on, Mitchell, and you
Okay.
are rolling, but you are rolling for Maxwell. So Maxwell has a very good D8 in weird science. So you can roll it.
Is he a wild card character? Like, does he get the wild die?
Yes, he's a character. So yes, he's how do you call that? Wild card. So he has a wild die.
Okay.
Go
The
for
other
it.
thing is that I would imagine that the hamster might have some insights into wild science if we're actually going. If you allow that, I'm gonna. Okay.
Of course. I like the hamster better, so go for it. Come on, Wiggle, do it.
Yeah. So we could just say that he has a D8 in wild science, and we can say okay.
Yeah.
So I get the hamster out, and then I'm like, a hamster had an idea for how you could go about this science, and I explained that to Stella to assist in the surgery.
Yeah. I think that the hamster goes on, how do you call that? The wheel where the critter goes.
He's getting excited.
And powers up that way. Come on. If he succeeds, let's see what you have. This is the card for you, so no problem. Go for it. D8 and -2.
Oh, is that me? Because I rolled a 5, but I'm gonna re-roll that with a Benny.
Yes.
That one got a 5 with the -2. So, yeah, I'm gonna say
okay,
that.
So it's a success. We are 6. So the last success is on you, Stella. You're the man, or the girl, sorry. And this is it. You are adding the final piece. You collected all his entrails and put it into the place. You put the final engine, Hellstrom engine, replacing its heart. Like how it's called, that superhero, Iron Man, that has this kind of power source here. And you put in here. So that's the final thing. You have to sew it together and ignite it with the power of weird science. Go with it. It's midnight. And it's Halloween. The perfect set for this.
Are we in a thunderstorm right now? Because that would be perfect.
You're on mute, Stella.
You are on mute, Stella.
Sorry, am I just doing another weird science roll, or what am I doing right now to make this happen?
Yes, you can do it again, or if you think you have a skill that fits best, you can use it.
Okay, let me check that. Where'd it go?
I say use wild science because the winning team, you should never change it,
I guess weird science is what I have.
Yeah.
And
it's perfect for the mood.
Okay. There it is. And that's a 5.
Yes. With -2 is 3, or did you already apply the -2?
No, I didn't. So that'd be a 3.
Okay, and your card is this one, so no additional problem. If you want, you can bend that, and you roll again.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Where will it go? There we go. This time I got a 6. Am I still subtracting 2? So that'd be a 4.
Okay, that's it. You get a 4, and you nail it. Okay, in the same moment you apply the power, you lower a level, and as in the best Frankenstein movies, you see the body of the old doctor being electrified by. You see it grinding teeth, opening its eyes, and standing, being seated. And a thunderstorm starts, putting all the lights off. And you see Maxwell that goes there, Doctor, Doctor, you started the game. You see Dr. Sawyer, he's about 55 years old, and he looks at himself and sees this glowing energy orb here, and sees you and asks you, but what happened? Who are you?
So we should introduce ourselves.
Yeah, the townsfolk are very concerned about you. We're just here checking up on you.
Oh, I had a bad headache and I felt so dizzy, and I only remember this chest pain. And now, what is this? And Maxwell goes there and hugs him, but doctor, and brings him up, you alive, doctor, you made me worry. And now he said, Maxwell, but the sheriff, what happened to the sheriff and the deputy? And, oh my God, this guy called the police. Maxwell, help me! These guys killed the sheriff and the police and
No,
the
we
deputy.
did. We could just make them back and better than ever, right?
Sir, we found them this way. I think Maxwell might have tried to help.
Yes, doctor, I tried help bringing Gene from chest and put in you. But these good people help. Good people from Elstrom. He said, oh my God, Maxwell, what did you do on earth? I'm dreadfully sorry. I will pay my debt to the justice. I will go to jail if necessary. I'm responsible for this. I'm so sorry. Are you Rangers or who are you? I feel so sorry. Are you Rangers? Are you from the government? Who are you?
Yes, we came to help the town, and they asked us to help you or help the town, and they were worried, and they hadn't heard from you for a few days, and they sent the sheriff and his deputies up to check on you, and they never returned. So we came to investigate, and it looks like you had died, and Maxwell tried to bring you back and fix you.
Maxwell? Maxwell, did you do this? Maxwell, you are the greatest genius on earth, Maxwell. I created the greatest genius on earth.
Wait, doctor. It was actually Stella here that brought you back and helped you. Maxwell looks like he killed the sheriff and the deputies.
Oh, so you're the greatest genius. Oh my, can I hold your hand? Please tell me how you did this. Hey, Maxwell, take care of those carry-ons there. Okay, please tell me how you did this.
You'll find everything documented in my notes right here. Please use this information wisely. Maxwell was actually a pretty.
Death. We can defy death and illness. Oh my God, this is the greatest achievement in all history. You see that his power source is shining more than ever.
I say,
Oh, this is great. It's great. I have to jot down this. Okay, so what did you use? So you use the number I and the number A and what? So the X, those things actually work. It's not just machine. It's just you didn't use the machine. You used another power. Am I right?
We used a combination. Yes, we even used some magic to help out to power.
I said that ghost rock is not enough. You should use another power source. Yes. Please remain here. You are my guest and you can stay here as long as you want. I can provide you everything. This city loves me, so please stay with me and help me bring the new discovery into a new reality. Do you understand what we've done?
I want to
break through.
Can I look at the doctor and see if he looks normal? I mean, is there any side effects or anything from bringing him back?
Oh, you're right. We have to test the experiment first. Oh, you're right. Okay, so please test whatever you want. Blood pressure and my temperature. Yeah, we have enough blood. Go on. You see that?
I don't have any healing.
Come upstairs. Come with me.
I'll be right back.
Oh, what a guest am I? Come on, Maxwell, prepare dinner for this guest. And where are all my other assistants? Those slack yeses. Come on, call them. Tell them to prepare dinner. And he said, must they stop working? Oh, no problem. We'll fix for another. No problem. Sorry, guys, you have to be patient, but dinner will be ready soon. So, Maxwell, go for it. Prepare dinner for our guests. And I have to talk with them for very important things. So he brings you downstairs, upstairs, because you are in the basement now. And he sees all this mess. Maxwell, what happened here? Doctor, I was so sad that you stopped working. I don't know what I did. I was in anger, upset. I smashed everything. Please forgive me. Who cares? We have the greatest discovery ever made. So please come upstairs. I hope it looks better. Oh, so you go upstairs and you sit in a living room upstairs, and he wants to know every single detail about the experiment. He lets you make any probe on him, whatever you want. So you are free to do on him whatever you want. What do you want to do? He brings some equipment there.
Does anybody have medicine?
Yes, he brings medicine, cocaine, and whatever they used at that time. Yeah, they used cocaine, really. It was a kind of medicine.
Do any of you guys have medicine to check him to see if he looks right? I don't have medicine. I mean, I can try it unskilled. I'll try it unskilled.
Yeah.
With the -2.
And you have healing. You have healing. You should have some healing value. At least
I
D4.
don't. Yeah, unskilled. Yeah.
Oh, healing should
The
be
D,
D4 or unskilled. Okay.
yeah, 7 because my 4 exploded. So 7 minus 2, 5.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, you think his vital parameters are all upset. Blood pressure is very high, heartbeat rate is non-existent because he has this thing here. But, you know, you don't see anything that can actually make you think that he's an evil being.
Okay.
On the contrary, you have no actual proof that he will stay sane forever.
Well, I explained that to the rest of the party.
And he does his own testing, as he says, oh, blood pressure very high, but I don't feel headache. This is a miracle. So, oh, see, how fast can I run? See how fast can I run? I run like a teenager. Oh my God, I have to, please, Stella, tell me how you did this. This is very, very important. It's the most important thing in all history. Stella, please explain me how you did this. You are muted, Stella. Don't do this.
Can I say I'm amazing at metallurgy? I'll be getting the bill
So
in about 3 business days.
Okay. So you all have a dinner together. You trust them and you eat, or you don't trust them and you don't eat.
I'll eat.
I'll eat. Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes, you eat upstairs in this living room because downstairs is a mess. And of course, he offers you to stay there, spend the night. You are their guest. You can do whatever you want. Absolutely.
Do we
What
have
do you
any?
want to do? You want to stay there? You want to go as fast as possible? And what do you want to do?
Can we roll any kind of like an insight roll to see if we trust him?
You can roll an insight roll, but my way. That means that I roll the die and I tell you what you think.
I like that roll.
Tell me how. So tell me how much you have in spirit or insight. What do you have a skill?
I don't think I have a skill for that. What was the first word you said before insight?
Oh, it's spirit. Tell me how much do you have in spirit?
D6.
D6. Okay. Okay. You think the guy is honest. He's not hiding anything from you.
What does Wiggle
Anyone
say?
else?
That I want to know.
Okay, Wiggle has D6 in spirit. Wiggle agrees. He's a wild man, but doesn't look dangerous to me.
I do that thing where I whisper into my shirt. See, I told you he was friendly.
Oh, anyone else wants to test?
I'd like to do a science roll to see if our food is poisoned or anything like that.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I do it out, or you want to do it for me?
No, you do it.
Okay. Oh, that's a failure. 2.
Okay. You prefer not to trust this food. But you know, the real impression is that seeing so much guts and so much blood and so on, you think it's not healthy to eat now some food prepared in such a condition. but you don't think they actually want to poison you. Am I right? Did I express myself in a clear way?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think that's better for your health to avoid eating this because you don't know which kind of meat did they cook, where did they keep the meat, and which kind of cutlery did they use, and so on.
We've seen the state of that kitchen.
Yes,
It's not up.
yes, but you don't think they actually want to poison you. So you accept his offer to stay there for the night, or you want to, going
Yeah.
away as soon as possible?
Should we just have dinner and then take off and go back to the town and get our money?
Money sounds good.
Is that what everybody else wants to do?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't think that we need to spend the night with him. I might be a little suspicious if he wants to host us.
I
Okay.
think I got a good story here. Either way.
Okay.
So after dinner, I guess we leave.
Okay, and I have to thank you for everything you did so far. And I want to ask you a little favor. And how can we fix the sheriff and deputy situation?
The townspeople are probably going to be missing them, huh?
I don't know.
Yes, I want to give them a proper burial, but I prefer not to say that I have assistants with me who misbehaved.
We could say they accidentally shot each other in an accident while searching the house. I mean, we could try to reanimate them, but I'm not. Then they might have awkward questions when they wake up.
No, it's too late. It's too early, and the people are afraid of them. Please help me making an interesting story for the people in town to keep believing in me. If only Maxwell did not misbehave this way. And Maxwell says, "Sorry, doctor."
Well, we might be able to convince the people that some kind of monster did break in here, and the sheriff and his deputies saved the day. But unfortunately, they succumbed to their wounds.
This is a great idea, and you get a penny for it. Perfect. That sounds good. And you tell the people that I am good and I'm still recovering from the wounds I've sustained. And please take care of the burial of the sheriff and the deputies for me. And this is for your, how would I say, for your trouble. He gives you $500 that he had in his private lock. It's his private safe. You saved the day, you saved my life, and you made the greatest discovery in history. I cannot thank you more than this.
Well,
And remember, if you ever want to come, here is your house. I will always welcome you heartily, and I will always help you with whatever problem you might have. Thank you.
Thank you, doctor. Yeah, we're always in the need of aid in our line of work. So thank you.
Thank you. And remember, if you change your mind and you want to stay here as long as you want. This house is your house.
I would like to ask him about my hamster and if he knows anything about how to transform the hamster back to his real form.
He picks the hamster. Okay, let's pretend this is the hamster, okay?
Very nice.
Looks at it. Sorry, but this is not a topic science can cover. I'm afraid this is a topic only magic can help. I am more a science man, and I can accept and I can afford to use magic as source of power. But how to bend magic to do my own will, that's not my field, my son. I'm sorry. I think you should ask a shaman
I think you know any
or
good
someone more versed in the way the girl here, perhaps the girl, yes, Stella, she performed a miracle once. Perhaps she can perform a second miracle.
I look at you and expect a miracle.
Stella, please perform us a miracle.
Well, good. So
So
we head back
you
to town.
take your leave from the doctor, and you see that everyone remained there. Dawn is breaking, and they are all concerned. And they, hey, what happened? What happened? Please tell us what happened. Is the doctor okay? Is the sheriff okay?
Pete,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Yeah, I think we go with our story. We let him know that the doctor is okay. The sheriff and the deputies are not okay, but they did save the doctor from a terrible fate.
So sorry. Alice, the doctor is okay. Hey, hooray! Hooray! The doctor is okay. Hooray! Hooray! I want to go visit him. Okay, okay. Hey. You see, they are all rushing upstairs and they want to visit the doctor. Do you stop them to go there now, or you allow them to go upstairs and visit the doctor?
I don't think it's a good idea to visit right now. Give him a chance to clean up and make his house presentable before he entertains guests.
He was
You're
wounded. He needs to
right.
recover.
And we have another issue now. Who's gonna be the sheriff? And who's gonna be the deputy? I say the guys to become the sheriff. Yes, they are smart guys. They are very strong guys. You are the new sheriff. Yes? You agree?
What
Agree
kind of
with,
salary
sir?
does it come with?
The actual sheriff salary, I really don't know, but for a sheriff is good. Yeah, please remain with us. You've done so good, so great. Please accept we have a vacation, not vacation, a vacancy here in our sheriff office. And 3 deputies would be great. I can cook for you guys.
Yeah, I'll take the
I'm
job.
very good at cooking.
That sounds good.
So this is your money. They give you the 46 they promised you. And if you want, we have the badge. What do you say?
I take the job.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'll be a deputy.
All right. Good to be a deputy.
Cool. Cool. Yes. And we have the first female deputy in ever purity. Yes. All hail the sheriff. All hail the deputy. Come on. Congratulations, guys. Nice adventure. And let me tell you, you are the best because you are the first one that didn't attack Maxwell at first sight. Thank you. Great, great, great. And
It's
you
always
are
more fun to
first
be friends
one-
with the monster.
And you are the first ones to ever get this incredible experiment done. Wow, thank you very much, guys. You did awesome.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun. I want to know what his experiments are like in 10 years. I want like an epilogue.
Yes, but we have to play and to see it. I cannot fathom anything.
Okay,
If
I
you
just
want to
know
know, you gotta play again. You gotta play again.
All right, well, we'll have like another session in like 10 years time forward in the setting, and we can just have like 1,000 Frankenstein monsters just killing people.
Yes, and you did good because if you are good-hearted, while being a sheriff in purity, you can keep an eye on the doctor. That
That's
was
true.
actually, if you want to play the good guys, that was the best choice you could ever do.
I just want to know if in the future if his experiments turn bad.
And
This is a
do
prequel
it.
to the zombie session that someone else is playing somewhere.
You
Bound to
know,
cause mischief
since-
somewhere.
Now I tell you, since your dramatic task went well, you didn't have any clubs, you didn't have any snake eyes, and you didn't have any failure. Actually, it was I cannot call it complete success, but it was a success. That means that it was the first experiment ever that brought a person back to life using machinery. I don't know if it can be actually duplicated, if it can actually be mass produced, so how to say that.
Mhm.
But actually, in my own opinion, if we could play again and make a campaign on it, I would say that the doctor was actually brought back to life. The only issue is how long will he live with such a battery and without a magic power source nearby? That's the main question. If we want to attack it.
You'll need to bring me in for regular checkups and
Yeah,
recharging.
yes. He would actually soon find out that he would need a constant supply of magic energy and not only ghost rock and weird science supply. So if he can keep up with the supplies and if he doesn't get crazy or mad for other reasons, I would say that the doctor would be the same and he would spawn better assistants than the previous ones that were creepy, let's call them. But he did that for a good reason.
I think if he were to die, then Stella would be Stella would learn his tricks. If he were to die, if the surgery didn't last and his heart were to fail, then she would learn his tricks, and then she would have the army of undead or animated.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course, of course. If you want it, of course, of course.
She's the new doctor.
Will this actually happen? It's up to you. If you want, you can go on and play again forever and ever and ever. That's the great thing about role playing, that it's up to you to decide what happens. Actually, this is the first time ever that things actually ended this way. And I want to thank you because I wanted very badly that someone didn't attack him on the first side. And I'm very happy to see how you performed and you were very fun to play with. And I can only say thank you. Thank you. I had a great time playing with you.
Thank you. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, had a great time too.
And keep on playing in Hollerween. That is a great event. And keep on playing the Pinnacle events and the Savage World event and the Rocky Mountains event. Are great people. I don't know if you know them personally, but I can assure you that everyone is great people, great fun to play with, and do it because it's worthwhile, more than worthwhile.
Gil, I wanted to ask you, when I realized that you were from Italy, they were talking about East Texas University study abroad, and they had the United Kingdom, Costa Rica, Poland, and Italy as campaign settings, and they said they were working with people from those countries for the new campaign. And I wanted to know if you worked on the Italy for.
Yes, actually, I didn't work yet with them, but I'll mail immediately Ed and ask him if I can join him because I actually didn't know it. But now that I know it, I'm gonna ask him if I can jump aboard. They're
Were
great
you
people.
were you at the thing last night where they were talking about it?
No, was actually too different for time zones, and I worked all day. I collapsed in my bed. I wanted to watch it, but I wasn't able to do it. You
Oh
know,
yeah, I'm sure
age,
that was 2 a.m.
old age is a ugly beast, as we say.
They're gonna put
If
the they're gonna put those panels on YouTube, so in a couple days you should be able to watch them on YouTube.
yes. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
Well,
And
gotta go.
guys, if you ever come to Italy, please come and visit me. I will be honored to show you around. As soon as this COVID, the crazy things ends, please consider coming to Italy and visiting me. And if you are up to it, let's play together another time.
That was good.
Yeah,
Good. I enjoyed it, and I thank everybody for playing, and thank you for GMing. It was a great game. I have to jump off to get ready for another one. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye. And
Thank you.
everyone, thank you for playing. It was very nice playing with you. And long live the Rocky Mountain Savage always. And bye. Have a nice day and keep playing in Hollerween.